Hello and welcome to Farm Space. We are here at Agritechnica 2023. I am here at Horsch. We are talking to Cornelia. She's going to tell us a little bit more about the company, where they are going, how has it been the past few years, a little bit about the machines. So don't miss this one. It's going to be good. Cornelia, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Good to see you again.
Yeah, same. Always nice. Okay, give me a small little bit of history, just your 30-second elevator pitch. Who's Horsch and what do you guys do?
So we are a company producing tillage and seeding and sprayers.
Yes.
We are a young company. We're going to be 40 years old next year.
Yes.
And we are a family-owned company, and we are 4 people. In the head of the company, it's my husband, my brother-in-law, a friend of ours, and myself.
And so that's basically every call that gets made, you make it and then you go. So it means that you can move quickly.
We can move very quickly because we decide where to go, what we are doing, which kind of machine we are producing. We can decide everything ourselves.
And then I've had the privilege of being to your factories, actually all of them, and the one in Ronneberg was specifically impressive to me. I mean, if you just look at the quality of work that you've got here, I mean, the profile cutting that you guys do, the way that these machines are built and so forth. Do you invest a lot in R&D and basically making your processes better and making sure that I get a quality machine?
We have many engineers, around 200 engineers working for us, also worldwide. And the quality of the machine, well, if you see the welding here, for example, it's a robot welding tool. So we work very precisely, and that's one of the most important, because the machines, they have to work in the fields, you know, they are not done to
Exactly, and the thing is, if you skimp on quality in the factory, then I'm sitting with a problem when it breaks in the field. So very glad that you don't do that. Then the other thing is, the past 3 years, as I understand it, you've grown rapidly. Just tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, the past 3 years we doubled people.
Yeah.
So today we are 3,300 people.
Jeez.
And we grow, well, turnover-wise, we grow very fast. In 2022, we had a turnover from 885 million, and this year we will grow again with around 20%.
So this year also a 20% growth.
Yes, our turnover this year.
I mean, because it's not difficult to grow from year to year, but how do you do it when you're already there? How do you eke out that other 20% again?
Well, the most important is to have the machines who go in every market.
Yeah.
And to develop the machines. So that's one of our specialty. You know that we are working international-wise. And the first thing what we are always doing is to look which machine does the farmer need in his conditions.
So that's basically like the machine that you specifically developed for South Africa.
Specifically for South Africa, we have specific machines just for this market, and that's very, very important for us.
Because that serves my need as a farmer, because I've got a very niche need, and if you add all of these things together, that equals growth. Am I correct?
You know that we are farmers ourselves, and so
that always makes a difference.
That's always a difference, and that's a big argument, because we really want that our customers have the machines adapted for their conditions. And you know that worldwide the climate is completely different, soils are different, so we really need to adapt the machines. And in South Africa, we work since more than 10 years with our partner over there, Terra. We are both family companies, very much related together, and we invested together in new machines in the market.
And the one thing that I've now gotten feedback from the farmers is that your machines are in essence, I don't know if plug and play is the correct word, but the machine gets delivered, it gets folded open and it goes and the farmer can plant. In terms of your quality checks, all of those types of things, I now have been, when I've been at the factory, I saw all the effort that you put in before a machine goes out, and how important is that as a company philosophy?
It's very important because we had our experiences now during the COVID with bad qualities from subcontractors, and so we implemented a new system how we work together with the how do you call them, subcontractors or you know,
suppliers.
Suppliers, thank you. And so we control the quality of the suppliers. Then we mount the machines, we put them together. We control the whole machines actually in the company, and then we send it out. Absolutely.
That's awesome. And then while my eye is catching that row control unit thing there,
Yes.
you also do all of your own precision farming technologies. You've got your own IT department, your own Horsch Connect, that basically you're not dependent on any third party for anything.
No, because the experience was we had sometimes people with whom we worked, but the experience is that it's always better if you're doing it yourself.
If you want something done, do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Okay, and then let's get over to this side quickly. So as you said, you've doubled up in the past 3 years. I think in terms of equipment, you are now the biggest agricultural equipment manufacturer in the world, just under the big OEMs.
I would say
Yeah, more or less.
second or third. We are
somewhere there.
Somewhere there.
But now you ventured into the self-propelled sprayers with Leeb, and just tell me a little bit about that and also the future of the company regarding self-propelled machines.
Well, the Leeb story is really a success story. We are two families knowing each other since since children, and so when we came together again.
Yes.
Leeb had already sprayers. They developed in the 19s already for us. And then we had a time where we wanted just to concentrate on tillage and seeding. That's why we separated from Leeb again. But Leeb himself, Theo, he absolutely wanted to continue to produce the sprayers.
Yeah.
And so
he basically went on to produce the sprayers, and then when the time was right, you basically just came together again.
We came together again because he had the techniques and we had the distribution, the service, and the markets. And so we came together, and within some years, we just grew very rapidly. And as you see today, we have a huge, how do you call it, many different sprayers. You know,
Yes.
it's a huge variety of sprayers for the different markets also.
Making sure that you can service every single market.
Yes.
So-
When we go into a new market,
Yep.
the first thing is to find people to service these big machines, because sprayers is a very difficult technique you have to know. And so first we have the service people, and then we import the sprayers, and then it goes off. And we train, of course, we train the fahrers, how do you call them,
The operators.
and we train our sales people, etc., service people, everybody.
And the way that I understood it when I went through the factory tour is that at any given time, you've got between 250 and 300 people that's in training, depending on different areas and so forth, that you give in-house training to them. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's correct. We train all all our machines more or less the whole year around now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's, because
so there's always some form
always
of training
trainings,
going on.
always trainings around. And what we really concentrate on, when we have trainings, we try to have 15 to 20 people, not more, so that they really can be trained also on the machines and not just in theory. Yeah.
That is awesome, because when I was in
Mando,
Ukraine,
Ukraine.
I spoke to Terra's there. He told me that one of these machines, the self-propelled sprayer, that he's got a colleague in Kazakhstan, that in one season that thing did 91,000 hectares.
Yes.
So I don't know when the machine was resting, but okay, and he's like, okay, now I'm gonna. What I want to do is, he wants to sell. So he's like, okay, cool, sell the farmer a new one. And the guy goes like, no, I don't want a new one. I'm continuing with this one. I'm going to 500,000 hectares with that.
Yeah, that's a goal.
But here's the thing. So I did a auction where we had some of your machines on auction. In South Africa, an auction. The farmer was about to trade in his machines.
Yeah.
And these machines were 10 years old, and I would guess that most of them would have done about 20,000 hectares by then, planting more or less. But what was really, what was one of the things that I saw was your machines age very well. They do not, the paint doesn't fade, all of those types of things. Why is that? Because usually I buy a machine, 5 years, it's like, no, this thing is old, I'm getting nothing for it. And that's what one of the farmers told me is, you basically get back what you paid for the machine after you've used it, if you look after it. But what's that secret?
Well, perhaps one of the reasons is because we are farmers ourselves, and we know that quality is very, very important. Quality, precision is important. Regarding the paint, we really concentrated for years to have a good quality, because if you don't have good quality on the sprayers, the sprayer looks after some years just horrible.
It's gone. Yep.
When you use fertilizer, even in the seeders or everywhere, you really have to have a good quality, because So that's one of our. I can't tell you why, but
but then you'll have to kill me. So, but at the end of the day, it's just you do not compromise on quality.
Oh, no. Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Quick. What does the future look like for Horsch?
Well, I think the future is great. We have a second generation now coming in. The second generation is also coming from the farming. Our kids worked on a farm for themselves for more than 10 years. So they're farmers. They know what the farmers need, and so the next generation is there and really pushes hard.
Awesome. And I'm guessing the same. Let's call it modus operandi, mentality, everything, that's going to continue.
They're really passionate. You'll have to meet them one day, but they're really passionate.
Really looking forward. Cornelia, thank you very much. Right, so that is Cornelia Horsch from Horsch. It's just an awesome company. Quality, no compromise. If you're looking for a piece of equipment, you can bank on Horsch. So we'll put the link here on top or below, and then you can get them in South Africa from Terra equipment. That's it here from Agritechnica. Till next time. Cheers.